Hello, dear Capricorn. I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your November 2021 horoscope. And we have an 11th and 12th house emphasis going on this month, but we also have some second house, first house kind of energy as well. This is leading into a beautiful season time for you. I feel Capricorn, as you know, Pluto is in your sign still for another couple of years, and most of you have weathered it. Most of you have done some really deep transformations and changes, and here we are in the middle of Scorpio season, more transformation and change. Scorpio's deep and penetrating, and it's ruled by Pluto. So if anybody understands this energy, it's you. So it shouldn't feel as intense as maybe it could for some other signs that aren't as used to this kind of energy. Now, with the emphasis in the 11th house, we're working with friendships and groups, and it's a social house. So it's looking at it from the bigger picture. What is it that gives us deeper meaning in our lives and how we belong to the greater whole? And in the 11th house too, there's this element of hopes and wishes fulfilled. And so with Scorpio here, because it deals with trust and intimacy, it wants to form emotional bonds that allows us to be able to feel as though we can be the best versions of ourselves. If you notice, our confidence rises when we trust ourselves, when we can trust others. And that's what this invitation is. And that you're able to dive deep into the great mysteries of maybe a particular organization or group, or maybe you're connecting with a friend who allows you to anchor and hold them as they walk through some really deep stuff. And that lets you be the reliable, strong, supportive Capricorn that you are. We have a new moon on November 4th. It's going to oppose Uranus. So that means anything goes, but it could be a really cool thing with it being in your fifth house. It may be in a dating situation, love affair. It could be with the way in which you express yourself. It could be a child situation that you suddenly have a sense of stability. Maybe you have been dating somebody recently, or you've been questioning, are we more than friends? Are we just friends? Is this going to go any deeper? And this new moon could just give you the indication that you're exclusive now, or that you're going deeper. There's deeper commitments or deeper emotional safety, psychological safety that shows up here. It is going to square off with Saturn. So that's in your second house, meaning that it could still create a little bit of tension, fear, worry, that sort of thing around, am I worthy enough for this relationship? Am I really ready to go deep into what the commitment is for a relationship to sustain itself? Now, if you're in a bonded relationship, this new moon could provide you the opportunity to talk and connect with your beloved in a way that says, hey, I wasn't ready to talk about certain things or do my own thing, and I really need to do that now. And the intention is, how do we create a resource together that we can provide the things that we value most in our lives? Maybe there's a situation with our child that we need to get a loan for, or we need to talk to the teacher, or we need to interact with and find ways to work together as a team. And so you may be problem solving during this new moon, because the emotional body can be pretty intense during this time. But Venus, our planet of love, beauty, harmony, relationships, finances, enters your sign on the day after this new moon. So on November 5th. So you're going to be blessed with Venus here, who's a benefic, beneficial planet. She's going to retrograde in your sign in January. So guess what? You get Venus's blessing and her gifts and her attractive qualities, making you this beautiful human that you are already, but you get a further attractive quality that allows you to look like that expert or that authority figure that you are, the power that you get to emanate to others. And you get a choice. Do I want to power with or over? That's always our choice, right? But you may find yourself being the cosmic love if you will, that you easily attract opportunities to get more income, to show up as the beauty that you are, to provide that for others. So if Capricorn, you are single and you have been waiting for that particular person to show up, don't discount these next couple of months. Venus has a wonderful way of energizing that. Also, if you're looking to achieve something greater in your life, as far as whether it's income or it's a position or it is a status, Venus has a way of bringing that to you. But it will take time, as we know. And that's something you're pretty versed in. You understand time. Also, you're going to be given opportunities to be able to support and draw to you, attract to you new friendships or new organizations. Maybe there's a new position within an organization that you want to take on. I see a few of you Capricorns launching an added value in your business. So good job. I think that's going to be something that it'll just make your heart sing. But you'll have to obviously roll up your sleeves and work hard, which is not something that you're afraid of. Mercury enters Scorpio on the day after Venus moves into Capricorn, November 6th, making a beautiful sextile. So this from your 11th to first house. So this could create opportunities for you to be able to talk, to research, to learn more about yourself, more self-aware, that then you can share with others that benefits them. I just see you, Capricorn, being the one that others rely on. Now, granted, that can get heavy sometimes. So it's important for self-care. It's important for you to withdraw a little bit. You'll have that chance. Mars and Mercury canoodle and squares off to Saturn and the moon on November 10th, further emphasizing this 11th and second house. And so what you may find is that with this tension, this square happening, that you're wanting to accomplish something, you're wanting to get something done, maybe with a group, or your friends are being a little demanding, needing your attention, but you have obligations. You have certain things that you have to do to support your everyday life, to support the possessions, the income, the values that you have. And you may find yourself going, can I sacrifice this value to show up for this person? Or do I sacrifice something in order to, that I really care about, give away a possession? Or maybe there's a feeling of a death or a transition of something that you give up. It could simply just be a belief system, but with that second house, we're looking at it from a value perspective, a self-worth, a physical perspective. So it may be that, hey, I no longer will hold on to that particular value, like the hill I die on, because it doesn't serve me anymore. And maybe for example, maybe I valued my alone time a little too much. So I need to be of greater service, or I can be of greater service, the more I can give to others. And this also, with Mars and Mercury canoodling here, it could create great force, a forcefulness, a drive to go deep into the psyche, to go into a subject matter and to really understand it. Scorpio wrestles with things. It doesn't let go until it fully understands. Anybody who has a strong Scorpio emphasis will continue to ask the why question. And until it feels satisfied, until it feels like it's formed this trust and intimacy bond, it's not going to let go. We have a partial lunar eclipse around the 18th, 19th that is going to further emphasize the 11th and 5th house. What this can do, because it is an eclipse, which is a finality, is it can help to anchor in the release of maybe something of the past that you've been holding on to with a friend. Maybe there's a friendship that transitions. Maybe there's a group that you let go of. Or it could be that you transition that 5th house out of the love affair and into a deeper commitment. Now, we feel the emphasis of an eclipse usually leading up to it or a month after. So it's like a new or full moon on steroids. This is a full moon. So you're releasing, you're allowing something to come to light. Secrets can come out and something private. Maybe you're in a relationship, a love affair that you decided, maybe the two of you secretly behind the scenes said, we're exclusive. But now, after around this eclipse time, you're announcing to your friends, to your groups, hey, we actually are a couple. So that's one way that it could happen. It could also be that if you've been problem solving for a child, that this gives you a chance to be able to find that solution, put it in place, and then move on. I also will say, some of you may be leaving a group around this time or shortly after that says this doesn't line up with how I really want to express myself. It's too restrictive, or it just has too much betrayal. I'll say that because that's the word. You feel betrayed by the group, or you just feel like you've worked really hard with it and it just doesn't seem rewarding to you anymore. So it's time to let it go. I will say that most of you Capricorns will find that this particular eclipse gives you a chance to move out of, say, a casual feeling with a group or a particular love affair and into something more committed. And that will give you a sense of purpose. Sun in Sagittarius, November 22nd. That's going to emphasize your 12th house. Mercury in Sagittarius, also 2 days after the sun moves into Sagittarius, emphasizing that 12th house some more. And Venus will sextile with Mars towards the end of the month, emphasizing first and third and 11th house. So you've got this really cool setup after the eclipse to be able to have a little bit more fun, philosophical conversations with yourself, maybe with others. You get to even maybe take a long distance trip, mostly so that you can retreat and withdraw from the world. So if the month of November has felt a little heavy, it's felt like, transformative and definitely energetically, I would say it's deep. Sometimes that deepness, you just need a break. You just need to go, okay, I've rolled up my sleeves, I've done my work. Now here comes Sun in Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius. December should feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more like you and let's say your beloved can get away. And if you're single and you're like, I'm perfectly happy being single and I don't want to date anybody, this gives you a chance to maybe go and on an adventure and just energize yourself and feed your soul and give you a chance to be able to learn something that maybe has a higher wisdom for you so that you can be of greater service, so that you can show up for others when they need you most. I will also put another pin on the map for Capricorn because relationship is up for all of us. Like I mentioned, Venus is in your sign from the 5th of November all the way through January. And so this is an opportunity using this month to do the deep transformation. I have value, I have breadth, I can be of service, and you can find that partnership that aligns with your belief system, that aligns with your values, that values friendship as much as it values the intimacy of what romance can offer to you. So Capricorn, if you are laser focused, you've got your business taken care of, you got your income taken care of, you know your worth, and you're focused on romance, go for it. This is a great time. These next couple of months, put yourself out there, go to those holiday parties, let your friends set you up, do the online dating, whatever it is that inspires you, because you're going to find that the person that you attract, it lines up. They take the relationship seriously. They line up with your values. They reflect back to you exactly what you need and what you want. They have that, like people see them, and I know I'm just sort of rambling for a second, but it's more like a download. Like people are seeing the person you partner with as a reflection of you and your values, and they can complement you. Also, Capricorn, if you are dealing with a financial issue, trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and trust that this partnership is going to help you, and be willing to allow that help to be there. All right, I hope that this video helps you at least stabilize a little bit this month. It's intense, but you're going to get through it. And by the end of the month into December, it should feel a lot lighter, and you should be able to enjoy some form of travel, learning, connection on a larger scale that gives you that optimism, that hope that guess what? Life really does love you. All right, come find me at jamiedawn.com, and I look forward to hearing how this month goes. Take care, Capricorn.